Tyus, for your group, what was the focus of practice today? What work were you trying to get in ahead of tomorrow's game?
Just trying to, get back locked in on the details. Focusing on New Orleans earlier games, so quicker turnaround. Um, so use it as like a mini shoot around today. Just trying to focus on again the small details, getting back to the right habits, defensively, offensively. Didn't play horribly defensively yesterday, but just got to tighten up on some of the details again and regroup and be ready to go tomorrow before we head overseas.
It's the nature of the NBA season. Like the games just keep coming, so you don't have a lot of practice time. But how important is it to just be able to have kind of not open ended, but kind of have the time in the gym
Yeah.
without the pressure of we got a game tonight to get some of that work in to get those details.
Yeah,
down.
I think it's helpful. I think it's something that we got to take advantage of. Um, Guys kind of getting what they need, getting some extra shots up, taking care of their bodies. We're a little banged up right now. Trying to trend in the right direction, obviously, on that front. But it's good. It's good, and it's a chance for us mentally to continue to challenge ourselves and use these days, to grow in that area. And so that's something we're going to continue to focus on.
You guys have been able to bounce back during this win-loss alternating streak, but is it almost, you've been in the league a while, is it just a weird coincidence that it just keeps kind of playing out this way, that you keep going from win to loss and just weird back and forth?
Yeah, it is. It's a little weird, but at the same time, it's something we got to break. Like we can't just be okay with it or think that we'll just chalk it up and get the next one because that's what we've been doing. And that's where we got to grow. That's where we got to show some more maturity and be ready to string some games together, because these are the games that matter down the stretch. When you're fighting for seeding, positioning. Whether it's the play-in spot, whether it's home court advantage. So you just don't want to look at it like we wish back in January or December we would have done X, Y, and Z, and we gotta fix it now.
Can you put your finger on why there's been this inconsistency? Because you guys have bounced back and have looked like you were turning a corner, and then you kind of let the ball, let kind of have something go wrong the next game. Can you put a finger on why there's that inconsistency?
I don't think you can pinpoint it or to one specific thing. I think there's different areas that we've been inconsistent as a group, and I think just some of the things we're doing is just we're not setting ourselves up for consistency, and I think we're leaving it too much to just our natural ability, natural talent, and so we just got to tighten up in some of those areas. And show some growth and some more maturity, I think. And it's just staying together, continue to lean on one another. I think everyone wants to play better. I think everyone wants to kind of right the ship. And I think in doing so, some of those times, I think it's you get in your own head individually, and I think we just got to stay together collectively as a group, and come out better on the other end. So it'll be a good thing for us in the long run, that we'll be able to look back on kind of this stretch that we were able to overcome some adversity, but the time is now to overcome it.
Some of that adversity is the injuries, obviously, but Mo and Franz are getting ready to come back. How good is it to see them back out on the court and just shooting around, whatever, knowing that they're on their way back?
It's great to see. Obviously, Mo having a longer rehab process, you see the work he puts in every day. So I think just that, kind of that reward, at the end of it, to see all that work come to fruition. For him, we're super excited. And then Franz continuing to get healthy, getting close to coming back, is big, obviously, for our ball club. He does a lot for us. And so I think it's just, good to see. You never want to see anybody get injured. But so it's good to see those guys, getting close to returning. And we're excited for them, and we need them.
Is Mo at the point where you're starting to get some pick and roll reps with him and start kind of leaning his game?
For sure, and we've been talking about it the last few weeks, like eager to get to that two-man game. And so I'm excited to get to that.
You mentioned the maturity a few times. This is still one of the youngest teams in the league. I think the group is like the fifth youngest team in the league, or top five youngest team in the league. What responsibility do you have as one of the veterans on the team to kind of help bring that maturity along, or help focus the team in these instances?
I think just trying to be a voice that hot, when we're playing really well, when we're not playing well, tries to stay kind of in the middle, kind of just reiterating, our focuses. Again, whether we're doing them or whether we're not doing them, I'm just trying to stay that, consistent voice, understanding kind of the ebbs and flows of an NBA season, having been through a number of different stretches, whether it's winning streaks, whether it's losing streaks, whether it's inconsistency on the offensive end, inconsistency on the defensive end, just different things like that. So just trying to just kind of be that level head that guys can lean on, guys can talk to, whether it's in an individual setting, in a group setting. Just trying to be the leader that I am, and that's it.
Along those lines, your reputation as somebody who takes care of the basketball is well known. It's been demonstrated here. When you see, some of your younger teammates, commit turnovers or they're a problem like last night, how do you help those guys along in that regard?
Yeah, it's a fine line of not trying to over coach or over analyze or be on them too much, but at times our turnovers are a problem, and it's there's certain turnovers that are okay, not okay, but that are better than others, that don't lead to just straight leak outs, points on the other end, or could just be a mishap, whether it's miscommunication or like a sweep through that was probably a foul that they just missed that ends up being a turnover. So there's different situations where turnovers are better than other turnovers, but at the same time it's kind of just balancing out okay, when time and score is this, when the run is this, it's probably best we don't look for this type of play or this type of pass. And when it's going well, when we're on a run, you can kind of, you have a little more a little more leeway. So it's just a balance, but at the same time not trying to harp on guys or be that guy who's always on you if you make a mistake. It's something I talk with AB about a lot, just him continuing to be a sponge and him continuing to try to learn and grow in every area of his game. It's something that we talk about of just continue to think the game at a high level, pick the game apart for a full 48 minutes. And obviously when he's got questions or when he wants to talk through the game, it's I'm all ears. I'm open for all that dialogue. So that's been cool for me to do, and something that we got to continue to focus on is giving ourselves the best chance on every possession with not giving the ball away.